Okay, good morning, dear students. As we were on the chapter, the last lesson of class 12, we left where the teacher he announces in the class about the French to be banned and the language of German to be taught, and new teacher that to teach the German is soon overtaking his school and he has to leave. So this was the last class which they were sitting in, and the elderly people of the village, they were also there. And we see the horser who had bought an old primer with him, primer which means that he had a basic reader of which is known as a basic reader of any language, and it was thumbed up. The other vocabulary that has been used here is it was thumbed up, which mean it has been damaged, it was old. And then they describes about that they were all sad, and they were feeling upset because French was now banned in their school. So we shall be continuing now further. While I was wondering about it all, M. Hamel mounted his chair and, in the same grave and gentle tone which he has used to me, said, "My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you. The order has come from the Berlin to teach the only German in the schools of Elise and Laurel." As I have told you at the very beginning of a chapter, the historical background which describe that the war, because of the wars, the few places like the Allies and Laurel that was overtaken by the German, and now they had banned their language, and they wanted these schools that the German should be taught to them. The new master comes tomorrow, and this is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive. And so he puts a remark here. He feels a regret that the French is to be banned, and then he says that he wants that everybody should be very attentive in the class. What a thunderclap. Now the another vocabulary that comes over here is what a thunderclap. That is what a surprise, a shocking. And he was startled. He could not think. That is what was happening. What a thunderclap these words were to me. And which word? That is the language of French to be banned and German to be taught, and it was a last lesson, that is of a French the teacher was giving, and this was a thunderclap for the young boy. What a thunderclap! Oh, the wretches! That was what they had put at the town hall. And now he says this is what it was in the town hall. Wretches, he abuses, and he says that this was what why the place was so crowded. My last French, my last French lesson. Why, I hardly knew how to write. I should never learn any more. I must stop there. Then, oh, how sorry I was. I was not learning my lessons for seeking birds' eggs or going sliding on the Saar. Saar means a river which passes, and here he feels regretted. He is so sorry that he did not pay attention to the class, and he wasted his time searching for the eggs of the birds, that is enjoying a life and enjoying a life near the SARS. And he says now he is regretful for that he wasted all his time. And he says further that he felt that seemed much a nuisance a while ago, so heavy to carry. My grammar, my history books, and saints were old friends now that I could not give up. Now he says that all those books of grammar, books of French, it was all a burden for him. He felt burden, and he could not carry his bag to the school with these books. And in a moment, while that is in just a moment, now he says he is feeling sorry. All these books now are his old friends. He feel these books to be his old friends, and he's very unhappy for that. He further says, um, history of the saints were old friends, and that I could not give up. He cannot leave all these things. And M. Hamel too, the idea that was going away, that I should never see him again, made him forget all about his ruler and how cranky he was. Now we see he felt his teacher, he was very strict as he used the ruler, and then he felt he was cranky, which means he was strange and short tempered. Now he suddenly changes his views for his teacher, and he felt that his teacher is good, and he is leaving the school, and he's feeling upset because the teacher, he now, the moment ago whom he felt was strict, now he started loving and appreciating him. Then he says, uh, poor man, it was the honor of this last lesson that he had put on the fine Sunday clothes, and now I understood. Now, see, in the third paragraph, we have read that the boy observes the clothes that he has put on, the coat, the special dress that he normally puts on the occasion. Now he understand it was his French lesson, and that was the reason that he was in these clothes. Here they have given a word that is a Sunday clothes, which mean a best dress that a person has. Okay, the best dress that he has put. This is what it signifies here, the Sunday clothes. And he appreciates, that is, he realizes why his teacher, because he's giving his last lesson in this school, last French lesson it is, and so he's dressed up in that. Why the old men of the village were sitting there in the back of a room? It was because they were sorry too, and they had not gone to the school more. It was their way of thanking our master for his 40 years and faithful service. Now we see that all those elderly people who were sitting there, they were giving the respect. They were respecting the teachers, M. Hammel's work, who has been worked here for 40 years. For 40 years of his service, the people are sitting there to pay their respect to this man who has served their people, of showing the respect for the country that was there no more. And now it was a respect that they were showing to their country, to the people, to which does not now belong to them, because it was taken by the Germans. And this is what it has been described in this paragraph. While I was thinking of all this, I heard my name called. It was my turn to recite. What would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful ruler for a participle, all thoughts very loud and clear, and without one mistake? But I got mixed up on the first word, and stood there. And now he says all this he was thinking, and the moment he was, that is, the things was coming to him, he now fixed up to the things that is, he could not speak anything. He hadn't learned the participle, and he stood mum over there.